Hi friends, I'm Steven.
I'm David.
And we are Interracial Freedom.
Be you, be happy, be free.
We spent a week in Memphis, and one of the highlights was a daytime stroll along historic Beale Street. We also made a stop at the iconic Peabody Hotel to witness the famous Duck Walk, a quirky and charming tradition where a group of ducks parades through the lobby like royalty. After soaking in the Memphis vibe, we hit the road and headed toward our next stop, the small and scenic town of Park City, Kentucky. We weaved our way through patches of slow-moving traffic, but made it safely. We have gotten to Mammoth Cave, well, kind of Mammoth Cave. We've gotten to Diamond Caverns RV Resort, which is a 1,000 Trails RV resort, and we pulled in. I'm almost nearly done setting up, and we have just found out that the power box is not working properly. Dave was trying to fix it, but it's not working quite well, so now I think we're going to have to pack everything up and move to a different site. Part of RV life is being flexible, and today I kind of made an itinerary of many things I wanted to get done and do. Since it's such a nice day here in Kentucky, we are in Park City, Kentucky. It's so beautiful outside. There's so many things I wanted to do with recording a little bit, also doing a really fantastic hike, possibly even going to the cave itself. But I'm not sure we can do any of that because of this hiccup in our plans. But being flexible is part of the game. So let's see what happens here. Lo and behold, we managed to switch campsites quickly enough to still make it to Mammoth Cave National Park. With only a few clear days in our forecast, we decided to take full advantage of the sunshine. Instead of venturing underground into the famous caves, we chose to stay above ground and hit the hiking trails. The crisp air, sunlight filtering through the trees, and the peaceful quiet of the forest made it a perfect day to explore the park's natural beauty from a different perspective. It's so nice and serene. We actually thought it would be very busy because we are hiking on a Sunday. And I thought that it would be just filled with people. But it happens that I think everybody actually went to a cave. And we decided to go on a trail. Uh-oh. Now watch your step. Oh my goodness. Is that an animal? It looks furry. That's just a branch. Okay. I can't. This is what I saw from afar that looked a bit furry, but listen, I'm from New York. See something? Yeah. We spent most of our time exploring the Echo River Spring Trail, a peaceful path that winds through the heart of Mammoth Cave National Park. Along the way, it connected us to several other scenic trails, each offering its own quiet slice of nature. One notable stop was the Green River Ferry. Though the ferry itself was out of service and has been for some time, it was still interesting to see where it once operated.
All right, where are we?
I think we came out here. That's where the lady told us to like turn around and go back, but I don't want to do that because there's the bridges that we already went to with the cave water stuff. So we're going to, and we're right here where the ramps are. So we're going to go this way and go back up this dotted line, which should be off pavement, back up to the visitor center.
All right.
On Two Springs Trail, unpaved. Y'all, I'm not sure Steven's actually black because I'm white, but I'm black enough to know that you don't walk up to just random cabins in the middle of the woods, even if you are in a state park.
It's daytime.
Mm-hmm.
It's daytime.
Mm-hmm. I'm already suspicious.
That's where we're at.
Look, grates off. There's a hole in the bottom. There's a dead body in here. I ain't got time for it. It's a hard no for me.
Oh, gosh.
What did Rita Miller say? You in danger, girl.
You gotta explore. You gotta see what's out there. You gotta be brave. Be you.
So there's a water height meter, and the tree has clearly grown around it completely. So just wondering how long that tree has, or that post has been, like how long has this physically been here that the tree had time to grow all the way around it. And I'm thinking it's been like 10, 20 years at least. I'm saying 20. I'm going to say 20 years.
Stay on the trail. Ooh, construction.
Someone's building a house.
Looks like Noah's Ark down there. We were just talking to the park ranger, and I always feel odd recording park rangers or folks. I don't know. Maybe we have to have them sign like a waiver or something. I don't want to just put the camera in your face and make you be part of the interracial freedom movement. But she said that there are about 70 cemeteries throughout Mammoth Cave National Park. And if you are a relative or a descendant of someone who is already buried there, you could, in fact, have yourself buried here. You can come visit. We have been corrected. You cannot have yourself buried here.
Illegally. Illegally, yes.
But you can also come here 24 hours a day. It's open all the time. I'm not sure if I would want to be hiking through these trails at 2 a.m., but if you want to, you can.
But that's how you get yourself buried here.
A 2 a.m. hike. No flashlight. It'll do it. Today was just a hike on the trails, which was a lot of fun. I'll probably do it a couple more times. Dave has to travel this week.
Off to Boston.
So I'll be here alone, and after I finish some tutoring sessions, I'll come out here and do a little trail hiking. And then we will get into the caves. Daily hikes were mostly off the table thanks to the weather. Thunderstorms, 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and even a little hail kept me indoors. But once Dave got back, we made it over to Mammoth Cave National Park Visitor Center. We grabbed our cave tour tickets and picked up some really cool facts along the way. Enslaved guide Stephen Bishop crosses bottomless pit. Look at that. And then discovers the underground river system with the eyeless fish. Ew, I wonder what his thoughts were. Mammoth Dome and the Snowball Room. And then in 1857, Stephen Bishop dies, having been freed in 1856. We were there. We were always there. Good morning. We're on our way to Mammoth Cave National Park to do a cave hike. We're still a bit confused with all these cave systems. There's so many cave systems, and I guess we're going to the Dodge, Diamond. Nope, that's not it. Let me see. I got the tickets right here. We're going to the Domes and Dripstones, not Dodge and Diamond. So forgive me. We're going to the Domes and Dripstones tour today, or Dripples. And it's raining, of course, because that's life, right? You want to go do something outdoors, you got the time, and it rains all day long.
And we'll be underground.
We'll be underground, and hopefully it'll be nice and a fun experience. Because I was like, when I turned, I was like, oh, I don't have to like stress out so much. We had to be here at 9:40 to take our bus to our cave, so we see a lot of other folks headed this way. We were hoping it'd be a light day as far as people is concerned, so there wouldn't be too much background noise, but as you can hear, that truck is plowing through that puddle.
I'm about to give you a little bit of a general overview and some things to consider for this tour. Now, we have about 2 hours for this tour. It's going to feel like we're walking about 10,000 miles, when in reality, we're going about 3/4 of a mile. We are going to be covering about 700 stairs over the length of this tour. So this generally is is typically considered a little bit of our more strenuous tour. Just consider your limitations, right? I know my limits, you know your limits. I do not know your limits. As long as we're staying within our limits, we're not forcing ourselves to go past our limits. We want you to have fun, but we most importantly want you to stay safe. With everything considered, we are in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky. We're gonna go underground, the middle of nowhere, Kentucky. So if we should need additional medical attention, a medical evacuation, it could and it has taken up to several days to get people out of the cave.
There's the whole process.
Now you gotta hear it pushing against the top of the roof.
Find transportation. We got our first national park stamp up with our first stamp. Mammoth Cave National Park, May 3rd. Now y'all know where we are.
We hit 1,000 miles with Black Agatha and 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for being part of the ride. After exploring the incredible Domes and Dripstones tour at Mammoth Cave, we hit the road once again, this time heading toward the Abraham Lincoln Birthplace National Historic Park. It was a meaningful shift from the underground wonders to a site deeply rooted in American history. We were excited to stand where one of the most iconic U.S. presidents began his story.
We are at the Abraham Lincoln Birthplace National
Historic site.
Historic Site. It is raining. It's been raining for days and days and forever. But
We are here and we are queer.
we're here, we're queer, We're interracial,
Interracial.
and coming to see a former president who stood for something, who was about something. So we think, right? So we think and so we know. Let's hope his history isn't wiped out too. There's also prom going on here in Hodgensville, Kentucky, so we may spot some teens in beautiful dresses celebrating Abraham Lincoln and his birthplace.
I'm wondering if this structure is like, was this how they got the basis for the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C.?
Oh, yeah.
Because it looks very similar but much smaller. But this one was built first. So. Oh, they put the house in the building. So for those who say, I can never live in an RV, it's too small. A married couple and 2 children lived in that, which is about half the size of Stephen and mine's RV. We've learned that none of these buttons ever work. Every time we go somewhere, we hit a button. It don't work.
This is a cool replica, though.
What did you learn today?
What did I learn today? I learned there is a huge cave system here in Kentucky. 426 miles, the longest, biggest, grandest cave system in the world is here in these United States of America. In Kentucky. Who would have known that?
What's the best thing you learned today?
There's this huge cave system.
For me, I did learn something today, actually. So, because I do read and watch a lot of science and informational stuff. So you would think that this is probably all in my wheelhouse of useless knowledge that I have. That's the forefront of my brain. But I was happy to learn that Nancy Lincoln and Thomas Lincoln, Abraham's parents, belonged to an anti-slave church. Now, I'm not a religious person at all, 0.0, but if I had to join a church, I would find an anti-slave church. So good for them. That's what I learned. That's the best thing I learned today.
Yeah.
So
look at that. One thing we're starting to do to keep in contact and keep in touch with our family and friends is by postcards in different places that we travel to that stick out to us, that mean something to us, and we feel our friends and family and the kids in our families would enjoy, and we send them off. So that's a little tip if you are already on the road traveling and you're not sending out something or having a lot of contact with your family. This could be one way that you could try. So we bought some postcards today. What did we get?
We have one that says, that I picked out, that says, history is not history unless it is the truth.
Had to get it. We had to get that one. And there's so much history being made right now that...
And history trying to be erased. Stephen found one that I really enjoyed too, so I'm glad he found it, that says, the better part of one's life consists of his friendships. This one does say something very good. So, yep, the better part of I know our lives does consist of our times with our friends. So, true words.
True words. So think about it. Send postcards, send small things to your friends and family to stay connected. It's a way to create and keep community.
Friends, if you're liking the vibes, go ahead and like, subscribe, and ring that bell to tag along for more fun videos. See you soon!